Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ngobile Makwakwa, and in this video I'll be showing you guys how to do an online application. So an online application, it's not that difficult, but it's a bit complicated there and there, and if you're doing it for the first time, you might need assistance. As we all know, there are a number of requirements that one needs to meet to be accepted for the course they are applying for, and you should make sure that you meet the requirements of the course that you are applying for, because there are people who didn't get accepted at universities because they applied for courses they knew very well they do not qualify for. So those requirements are your APS score, your levels on certain subjects, and the subjects. When going through the application process, you should make sure that you read carefully and you understand what you are reading and what you are choosing, because you don't want to fall in the trap of choosing a course that you thought it's the course you wanted, only to find that they're related but they're not exactly the same thing. And you should also know that universities have different application systems. But if you apply at one university, understand the application process and what they need, it becomes easy for you to use a different system because you know what is required of you during the process. After adding the course you wish to apply for, the system will let you know if you are eligible for that course or not. If you are not eligible for that course, you're not going to be accepted for that course, and you should make sure that you are eligible for the course you are applying for. Unless if you use your grade 11 results and you're still going to upgrade them with your grade 12 June results, or you know that your statement will come back looking good enough for you to be accepted for the course that you wish to apply for. So I'm going to drop the links to different university on the description box, and you can get them from there. So I use the UJ application process because I never applied at UJ. What you do is you type uj.ac.za, then you click application registration information. After it has loaded, you look for undergraduate, then you click on undergraduate. Then as soon as it had loaded, you go to new applicant, which means you are a first-time applicant. Then on the following page, you're gonna click no for student number and no for completing an application because you are not doing any of that. Then you accept the terms and conditions of UJ. Then you're gonna click next, which means you have accepted, and you're going to the next page. The next page will be your biographical information, which is your ID numbers, your names, and personal information. So if you are an international student, you'll use your passport number, and if you are a South African student, you'll use your ID number. So you should make sure that you double check your information so that you don't make mistakes, because you might fill in your information in a hurry and make some mistakes, and sometimes when you make mistakes, it happens that when you press save and continue, the page will kind of erase everything and you're gonna have to start refilling the form from scratch. You'll have to fill in your residential address and your postal address. In case if they're different, you have to fill in both of them. So you'll tick on that box that they're different, but if they're not different, you can just fill in one. And for your postal address, you just have to click on the search and you'll choose the correct postal code for your town. So that one you don't have to type, you just have to search for it, and make sure you click the right one because they're small, and you zoom in to click the right one. So when it comes to your phone number, make sure that you fill in the correct number and double check, because you can't verify them, but you can verify your email address. So that is the good part of it. And after the email address, there's a question below that which will ask you if you do want to apply for residence. If you're applying for full-time studies, click yes. On the next page is the next of kin details. So this is where you fill in your father's details, or your guardian's details. Anybody who you rely on, somebody they can call and inform on certain cases when needs be. They don't normally use the information, but you have to fill it in, because in cases when it is needed, they will use it, and you can't proceed without filling in that information. So in every page at the bottom there is save and continue. Make sure that you click that button, because that is how you move to the next page. You have to save whatever it is that you've typed and continue to the next page. So there is something that normally happens, that the page kind of erases everything and you have to refill the information again. So you have to be patient, because sometimes the system is overloaded. Sometimes there are network problems, so you have to be so patient when you're doing the application, and you can try being as slow as possible to avoid those things happening. So on this one, it did the same thing. I had to start from scratch and refill the information. So when you are done with your next of kin details, you're gonna have to fill in your result details. So on my case, I matriculated in 2017, so the system already has my results. So I didn't have to choose subject and fill in the percentage. So after choosing a subject, you should make sure to click add subject. This should be the page after you've added all your subject. They should appear like that. And on the next page is your previous school or your current school if you're still in matric. If you are in matric, the question of what I'm currently doing, it's obviously going to be matric. So for those who are doing matric or haven't enrolled at another institution, you're gonna have to choose no for other institution details. Then on the next page, you're gonna choose your career choices. So you're gonna choose the year, which is 2022. Then you're gonna choose curricular courses, which is the course which is gonna show you like courses that you have to do, like, you know, from first year up to the last year. Then you're gonna choose the faculty. So there are different faculties. You have to choose the one that is related to your course. Then you're gonna have courses to choose from after clicking on faculty. After adding your course, you have to click which period you're applying for, and then the other blocks will get filled in by the system, and you have to make sure that you click add qualification so that your qualification can be added. So you have to make sure that you are eligible for the qualification you are applying for, because people apply only to find that they're not eligible. The next page will be this will be after you are done with your application. So it's going to show you the details, the result, everything that you filled in. Then that will give you a chance to verify your details and go and check if they're correct. Then you're going to have to create a PIN, which you're going to use for logging in, which is going to be 5-digit. After creating your PIN, you'll have to accept the terms and conditions of UJ again. So after clicking I accept, the submit application button will be clear so that you can click it and submit your application. So after submitting your application, it will show you a page which will ask you if you have if you have your electronic documents. If no, you can say no. If you have them, you can upload them immediately. But if you can't upload them immediately, you can log into your student portal later when you have the document, which should be before the closing date, and submit your documents. For readmission, I use the TUT system. So readmission is for those who applied, got rejected, or couldn't finish the application process. You type in tut.ac.za, then as soon as it has loaded, you will click on the apply now. Then it will lead you to the page where it will ask you if you have a student number or not. So since you do have a student number, you'll say yes. Then it will lead you to a page where you'll be able to either get your PIN if you've forgotten it, your student number if you've forgotten it, and if you do have the details, you'll type in your details, then log in. So if you forgot your student number, they will ask you for your ID number. So you're going to click forgot student number, then it will lead you to this page. They'll send you an email with your student number. So this is the reason why you need a valid email. So after that, you can type in your student number. If you still have your student number but forgot your PIN, type in your student number, then say forgot PIN, and then they will send you an email. Have your details, like I said, you'll just type in your details and then log in. So after logging in, this is the page that it will show you with your details. You're gonna press menu, then go to readmission. Then after readmission, you're gonna click qualification you wish to apply for. Then you will search the qualification you wish to apply for, then then edit. You should make sure that after clicking the qualification you wish to apply for, you save it, and you can choose up to 3 qualifications. So I couldn't get to the end of the process because I have already done a readmission earlier this year. So I hope you guys will get it correct. Please do like, share, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification button so that you can be notified on the next video. Thank you for watching.